Okay, good morning, everybody. Once again, welcome to this workshop. My name is Sujal Das. I manage marketing in Netronome, and with me is Bapi Vinnakota. He leads our academia research program as well as all of the software and tools around it. So the two of us will get us started today. And then we'll have a couple of keynotes, and then we'll soon jump into the labs, which is the core of the workshops today. So first, a few housekeeping items. So if you have any questions today, please do not hesitate to approach Jennifer, Melissa, and Maria. They're all there outside. You met probably most of them when you registered. So Melissa, Maria, and Jennifer will help you with any questions you have today. The restrooms are out on the left. Okay, important things. And then the breakfast that you had today, this morning, and the lunch and everything will be served in the room next door to us. So lunch will be there next door, and also the reception in the evening will be in the next door.
Where is it?
Sorry?
There was a breakfast? Where was it?
Oh, you missed it?
Nobody told me about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was right in the next door, right next door. Okay. Yeah, you can grab it. Yeah. All right, apologies for that. And finally, parking. We'll be validating all of your parkings today. So just see Maria or Jennifer outside in the desk. So make sure you get your parking validated so that you don't have to pay. All right? So those are some housekeeping items. Very, very warm welcome to all of you guys, and thanks for making the time. We have about 15 universities attending today. So very glad to have you all here. And we have about 20 companies attending today. So again, once again, welcome to all of you guys. And we hope that you'll find the day very useful. How many of you were at the P4 workshop yesterday? Okay. So a lot of you were there at the P4 workshop. So this is a little different from the workshop you saw yesterday, where I was also there. This will be more hands-on, more kind of getting down and dirty. And you'll be basically working on programming this card. This is a 40 gig SmartNIC. And this is housed in the servers that you saw if you had breakfast. There is a server rack there in the next room. So we have 10 servers with this NICs hosted there. And when you'll be doing the workshop today in this desks that you see there, you'll be actually programming this NIC. So it's hands-on work on real hardware. I also want to thank a lot of the people who have helped organize this event at the outset. Jennifer and team on the logistics, leading the logistics of the organization of the event. Bapi and Avanish helping with the technical side of things, and then of course the instructors, who will be meeting today. They put in a ton of work, led by Johan and Gavin. A ton of work in putting the workshop together for you guys today. All right. So with that, let me move to the next slide. So quick overview of the event and goals. So it's an invitation-only event. Because this was our first workshop, we wanted to limit to a certain number of attendees because it's hands-on. There's logistics of doing hands-on workshops. It's not easy. So we it's an invitation, but it's a non-NDA event. So everything that you're going to see today is all open. We have more than 50 registered attendees from the universities and companies you saw earlier. It's very technical. It's going to be very technical, and it's going to be a hands-on workshop. Of course, we'll be talking. Our workshops will be around network data path programming using P4 and C. Again, it'll be led by 10 experts, 10 experts in this field. Between them, I can easily say that there's probably more than 60 person-years of experience in network data path programming that you'll be able to avail their expertise throughout the day. All right. And finally, as I said, you'll be programming a real hardware, a piece of hardware that's going to be used in the industry. And then we'll be focusing on host-based networking applications, which is basically focusing on the server side of the aspects of programming, where we are seeing a lot of interest where more and more networking, such as virtualization, security, load balancing, things that were traditionally done in the switching infrastructure are moving rapidly into the server space. So as you move from efficiency and scale to requiring better performance, being able to do all of those functions in hardware becomes important. So a lot of the focus of the tutorials today will be how you can do some of those kind of applications on hardware that's hosted in a server. So here's the agenda for today. So we'll start with an intro, a quick overview of the industry trends. And we have two keynotes there. Our CEO, Neil, and then Jennifer Lin is going to give you a keynote overview of what's going on in the industry. And then we're going to jump into the labs. And when we get into the hands-on labs, we will start with more simpler hardware agnostic P4. Some of you that got exposed to P4 yesterday or earlier, it's a much simpler language for network data path programming. So we'll start with something simpler that's abstract, and then we'll slowly move into P4 and C, kind of combining both of those, and then we'll get into more hardware-aware C-based programming. And then we're going to round up the day with discussions on resources available to all of you going into the future, so that when you leave, how can you continue the work? So we'll talk about all of the resources available, and then we'll also have a session on research projects by the academia where we have students, how many?
10.
About 10 students from 10 universities presenting ideas on research projects around what we will learn about today. So those will be between 5 and 6 p.m. And then we'll have some giveaways and reception. All right, so that's kind of the overall flow of things today. And by the end of the day today, you'll get a hands-on introduction to P4C, programming the NFP device that's on the NIC. You'll also understand all the resources available to you to conduct your research going forward. Also tell us about your priorities, and then of course mingle, and then fill out a survey at the end of the workshop. Give us feedback, because as I said, this is first time. We forgot to tell you about breakfast, so we'll make some of those errors. So please give us feedback, because the expectation is that we're going to continue these kind of workshops going forward. So fill out the survey, and then there are some free goodies that we'll send you when you fill out the survey. Goodies like the ones that you see there, something like this, right? And then hopefully your time is used well. All right. So did you want to add anything?
Yes. Would the instructors please stand up? So for the labs, these are our instructors. Hopefully by the end of the day, you'll look as tired as they do. So that's a big goal.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yep.